Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to discuss and review the recent interview with Gareth Edwards and Collider. Okay guys, welcome back. And just so you know, this interview doesn't contain any spoilers. Feel free to watch freely. And also, if you want to see the interview for yourself, I will put the link to the site down below so you guys can check this out. Most of you have probably seen it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people haven't. There were some things in this interview that he said that really answer some questions that we've had. But basically, the interview, it's about 10-11 minutes long. They have it in video and they have it in print, all on the same page, so it's pretty cool. So if you don't want to watch the video, you can read the print or vice versa. The video is a little bit on the low side in terms of Gareth and when he's talking, but pretty compelling answers. And I'm not going to give it all away because I know you guys will check it out. I don't want to give everything away. But some of the highlights for me was he definitely doesn't rule out a sequel, but he doesn't guarantee one. In fact, it seems to me like if he's going to do a sequel, it's got to be for a good reason. And of course, that makes perfect sense. And one of the things he said was, you know, there were some things in the movie he didn't get to put in, but that he's keeping it in case a sequel comes to be. And but what he said was, this movie he's making he's not making it with the thought of a sequel in mind. In other words, he made this movie as if this is it. There is no sequel. I'm not planning a sequel. I think he's taking it in the terms of, you know, all right, well, let's see how this does, and maybe we can do a sequel. But if he doesn't do one, he probably feels confident that this movie can stand alone on its own. And he expressed his dislike for the whole what he calls a button, and maybe that's what the term they use in England. Over here, we call it like a post-credit Easter egg, and he doesn't like those. So any chance of us seeing any post-credit or post-movie credit scenes leading to something is a wash. That's not happening. He more or less, he even said that when he's in the theaters and he sees that in the movie, he rolls his eyes. He does not like it. So that pretty much crushes any dreams we have of a post-credit scene involving Godzilla. Now again, there's always the off chance that he's lying just to keep things fresh, but he seemed pretty sincere when he said that. So now that we know, so basically Gareth is in some of these interviews is pretty much taking, it's pretty much putting to close some of the things we've all been speculating. I myself have speculated a post-credit scene and how they would have to do one if they want to do a sequel and this and that. So that takes away that idea. And a lot of other people have discussed or speculated their theory on a post-credit scene. So it looks like a sequel, not a guarantee. Even if the movie's successful, not a guarantee. He does not want to do a sequel. And if he does do one, it's going to be a standalone movie the way he makes it sound. In other words, it's not going to be a continuation. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it might be to some extent, but think of Alien and Aliens, where they were standalone movies. They were each very good, and it was because even though Cameron in that movie kind of picked up where things left off and it continued, he really made a whole nother movie revolving around the character of Ripley without really, like, picking right up where things left off. And remember, she was in slumber for how many years? So it's a good chance that if he were to make a sequel, it probably wouldn't pick up where this one left off. This one is going to begin and end on its own. It's going to be its own machine. It's not going to link to another movie. So it sounds like that the possibility of an open ending could happen. But some people the people that have seen this and have expressed seeing this think that it could be a Godzilla death. And if that's the case, if he's going to do a Godzilla death, I guess he better do it right. So now, I don't want to give everything away. You know, it was a very fun interview to watch. It was a very good interview to watch. And as I said in my other video that may or may not be up right now, obviously he's having another interview with Toho Kingdom on Sunday at midnight, this Sunday coming up, March 16th. So we can also check that out and see if he gives any other kind of feedback. But it was a good interview. I liked it. He definitely spoke about some things. He's definitely not ruling out a sequel. I mean, he said there's some things in this movie he couldn't get in that he's keeping in mind in case the opportunity for a sequel arises and he can use it there. But he's not aiming for one. He's certainly not aiming for a sequel. Pretty much is what he's saying. It has to be, in other words, it has to be right. So, but it's good stuff. Good stuff. I'll link it in the description, and you can check it out. And then once you check it out, share your thoughts. I want to know what you guys think about this. It was a very, very, very good interview. So, let me know your thoughts. Share that in the comments below after you watch the video. And that's it. Just wanted to share that with you guys. Anyway, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news. We just talk entertainment. Take it easy.